What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Parker Goes Carnivore. I'm your host, Ryan Parker, and this is week 24 of 2022. Oh, this is the second week of my road trip edition, and I am having a time of my life. I got a whole bunch of fun things to share with you this past week, so let's just jump right on into it. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time, my name is Ryan Parker, and I have used the carnivore diet to get in much better shape, as well as doing mental health tools and workouts. And I've been documenting those experiences weekly and sharing them with everybody. This past couple weeks have been a little bit different because I am on a road trip, and so I am learning how to share a adventure with everybody. And so, yeah, this isn't going to be like what I normally do, and I think it might be rather better. I'm just going to talk about what I've done every single day, as far as adventure, as far as my food, as far as my mental health, and just share those experiences with you and let you know what I do as a carnivore to help better myself as a human being. So, as you can tell, like I said, I'm in the middle of Canada, up north, Jasper, Alberta, Canada, and I am in love. The ride from Banff to Jasper was one of the most memorable drives I have ever done thus far. Going through Utah is close second place, but the jagged mountains out here, just the sheer power of them, it is pretty wild. You have to excuse my voice. I slept on with the heater all last night and got really hot in this van. And I woke up very dry, so I don't know if I'm getting sick or I just left the heater on too much, but we'll see. I'm going to go take a COVID test just so I know I'm not infecting anybody. But let's rewind the clock to last Thursday. As you all know, I woke up in that beautiful campsite right along the river in Bozeman, and I was really excited because I was going to go pick my friend up at the airport, and that's exactly what I did. So I was a little early coming into town, so I went and got a double bacon cheeseburger at a local burger bar just in downtown Bozeman. It was okay. It was grass-fed, so that was really nice. And then I had a couple hours to kill, so I walked around downtown Bozeman, and then went and picked my buddy up at the airport, and then we went right back downtown because he was super hungry. We went to this nice high-end restaurant. I had some sardines and I had the charcuterie board. From there, we worked our way up to our first campsite of the night. We kind of playing it by ear. I had a few ideas of where I kind of wanted to stay. I use the iOverlander app. It's a really cool user-based app that allows you to look at sanctioned campsites or dispersed campsites or not even real campsites, but where you're allowed to park your van for the night. And so we ended up at Helena, Lewis and Clark National Forest at the Vigilante campground. So that leads us to the first video that I shot, and here, let's check out Vigilante campground right now. Thursday, pretty cool little campsite. We're out in the Helena, Lewis Clark National Forest for a little hike. Benny is ready. Got the bear spray, ready to roll. Anyways, great night last night. Really calm, really chill out here. Got a fire going, and just really relaxing. Ryan made it in, so I got my buddy with me, and then meeting up with more buddies tomorrow. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun weekend out in Glacier. We'll be packing up after this. We're gonna cook some steak and eggs after this hike, and then we'll pack up and meander closer to Glacier. So after that video shot, we went for a beautiful little 3.5 mile hike up the Trout Creek Canyon. Gorgeous rock formations, all these limestone mountainous ranges that we cut up through. Very gorgeous. I was hoping to see some mountain goats or some bighorn sheep, but didn't see any of them. Just some random critters along the trail. So after the hike was done, we came back to camp, and I cooked up a 18-ounce ribeye and 4 eggs. After the ribeye and eggs, we got ready, packed up. We were going to meander and find a new campsite closer to Glacier National Park. I knew my friend was flying in the next day, and I wanted to pick him up closer to the airport in the morning, so the further north we got, the better. We ended up finding a cool little spot called Whitefish Lake in Montana. And the drive from Helena National Forest to Sealy, oh, I fell in love with Montana, that was for sure. Pretty gorgeous. Little did I know, it just got better and better and better and better the further I got north. We wanted to get somewhere where we had service and we could go to a local bar to watch the Warriors final game. So we found this awesome little site right on Lake Sealy. And yeah, here's another video of our arrival, checking out the lake for the first time. Woo! Day 6. Wait, day 7. What day is this? It's Thursday? Thursday. Wow, day 6. Found a nice little campground, Sealy Lake in Montana. It's perfect for the night. We're slingshotting it to Glacier in the morning, so yeah. Definitely fell in love with Montana today. The drive over towards Missoula and into Sealy Lake was absolutely epic. Rolling hills, pine trees, just gorgeous. What was that?
This is cool.
This is cool. Oh yeah, look where we're at. Oh, just a little Glacier Lake. It's perfect. Yeah, awesome. We rolled in here. Everybody said the campground was full. We got the first site right next to the lake. So, can't be mad at that. Oh yeah, beautiful. So we went to the local bar after that video was shot, and we had some drinks and ate some chicken wings, watched the Warriors clinch the championship, so that was super fun. And then we came back home, cooked some sausages on the barbecue, and then had an early night. Woke up the next day, packed up shop, hit the road pretty quick. So we picked Brant up at his hotel where he stayed the night, and we continued up to Whitefish Lake, which is just north of Kalispell, probably about 30 or 40 minutes outside of Glacier National Park. We found this cool little lakeside day use area, brought down my barbecue, cooked some burgers up for everybody, and that was the meal pretty much for the day until later on in the evening. After that, we went and hit the lake and had some fun times kayaking and paddleboarding. And after that lake experience, we went back to my buddy Ryan's house, who lives in Columbia Falls, just east of Kalispell, where that was going to be our home base for the next few days. Got cleaned up, hopped in my new buddy Taylor's truck, all 5 of us, and we jammed out to Polebridge, Montana, in the middle of nowhere, just on the west side of Glacier Park. And all of a sudden, this Polebridge opened up, and we were on a dirt road for like 30 minutes. All of a sudden, this place opened up in the middle of nowhere, and there was this amazing funk band that played for all the locals. It was incredible. I was besides myself. When we pulled up, they were playing Budo's Band. They were covering Budo's Band, and that's one of my, I love Afro-funk, and Budo's Band's from Staten Island. I was like, yes, they're covering Budo's Band. So I knew I was home, for sure. Loved the experience, loved the area, loved the people, mountain hippies, it was great. Let's talk about Glacier National Park. So there is a road that goes through it called Going to the Sun Road. I had thought that was just one of the roads that went through it, and it was kind of special, so you needed to secure tickets to get onto that road. Well, you need to secure tickets to go into the Sun Road to secure entrance to Glacier National Park. None of the locals really knew, because it's kind of new. So I've been trying every single morning to secure tickets and was unable to 2 days in a row. Finally, on Saturday morning, both Brent and I secured tickets. So that meant we got to go into the park. So we knew Sunday was Glacier Day, and they're good for 3 days. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So on Saturday, it was kind of a relaxing day. We went out to a local barbecue bar for lunch, got a double bacon cheeseburger and some drinks. My friends ate the sweet potato fries that came along with it. Then after the barbecue bar, we relaxed at the property for a little bit. I took my dirt bike out, let my buddy ride it for a little bit, and then we got cleaned up. Then we went out to a birthday celebration. We went to a sushi joint right on the river. Went to this place called Sakatumi. Excellent fish, excellent waiting. The whole experience was really nice. So I had a whole bunch of sashimi and then some sashimi with fusion. We killed a bottle of sake and just enjoyed the evening after that. Sunday was Glacier Day. I woke up and I was so pumped. Everybody else was not nearly as excited as I was, but I rallied the troops, got everybody into the van, and then we took off to Glacier National Park, which was only 30 minutes up the road, got our entrance, got inside, and immediately drove by Lake McDonald, just enjoying the beautiful sights. We saw a bear really quick right off the side of the road. And then we went over to the McDonald Creek, which was freaking insane.
I mean, really? So much water. Glacier is out of control. Oh man, I'm having a little bit of fun, let me tell you. Just went for a nice little hike. We're gonna go post up, cook some steak tips and eggs, and enjoy the beautiful park. Look at this, look at this.
I have no idea how this is considered a creek, but this is what they consider a creek. I don't even want to know what Montana calls rivers if this is what they consider a creek. Wow, just intense. We hiked around for about 5 miles around the creek and just shot some shots and just enjoyed everything. Then we drove down the road. I cooked some steak tip and eggs at Lake McDonald. Lakeside cooking is so much fun, and we just enjoyed lunch. A majority of the park was closed. We only got 16 miles out of the 46, so we were missing a majority of the park. So what we did was we went back to the lodge, got our gear on, and then we went to pretty much the biggest trailhead that we could, and we ended up going to Mountain Brown Lookout, which was a extremely steep climb. In this video, I say 3,000 feet of climbing. It was 4,200 feet and like 3.7 miles on this trail.
You ready for this? Boom. And then the goat.
And the goat.
Gotta see the goat, not you. There he is, sitting on the rock. Awesome day. Almost to the top of this 5.1 mile climb. 3,000 feet elevation change, we think. It's a pretty good workout. Home stretch.
To the summit. It was encased in snow, and I really did not have good snow gear on, and I was unable to climb my way up past the snow patches like in 2 feet full of powder, but Brant was, so super good on him. Pumped that he actually got to make it to the lookout. But I did get to fly my drone at the very top. So yes, gorgeous up there. Barely made it to the top. I was so close, but instead I drove my drone around. It's gorgeous. Let's check out a few of those clips. Yes, this is looking at the glacier behind the mountain. And yeah, it was just really gorgeous up there. Beautiful shots of Lake McDonald the whole way up. Past some mountain goats. We saw more big wildlife than humans on the trail, which was a first for me. That was pretty impressive. And I was definitely dehydrated. We didn't drink enough water with electrolytes coming up. I started cramping up really bad near the top, and it lasted pretty much all the way back down the hill. There was many down logs. There's a big burned area that we hiked through, and every log crossing, my legs just started cramping. Got back to the van and just pounded water, pounded electrolytes. I knew I was on rehab mode and needed to get as much liquid in me as possible. So that's what I did for the next 2 days, basically, was just recoup, regain my energy, and get ready for the next leg of the trip. So that night after Glacier, we went out to this really nice Italian restaurant. One of my new buddy's friends waited there, so I had some meatballs, and I was just craving a salad for some reason. And so I had a Caesar salad, and my stomach did okay with it, but it wasn't perfect, but it was delicious. I had some chicken on top. I ate the whole thing. You know, I'm on vacation. A salad isn't the worst of the worst, right? Monday, we went back into the park, just Brant and I. Went poked around, see if there's any new trails that opened up. Brant's feet were shot, my legs were shot. Cruised around and checked out the sights and enjoyed Glacier as much as we could. After that, Brant got his bags packed, and I drove him to the airport. We all went to this brewery for one last drink. I got the charcuterie board again and ate that. And then we had a good night. Brant went home, and then I woke up the next morning, got my van reorganized, packed up, got my dirt bike back in it, and then we hit the road, and we went all the way up to Eureka. My buddies followed me. We went out to a bar there on a golf course, and I had a double bacon cheeseburger. Yeah, got ready for my last little hoorah before crossing the border. Left them, said goodbyes to Taylor and Ryan, and then crossed the border into Canada.
All right, I am just pulling up to the Canadian border. Had a fantastic time in Kalispell and Columbia Falls and Whitefish. Looking forward to spending some time by myself, definitely. Leaving everybody behind and go hang out with some bears and a Benny. Not Benny, yeah. Gonna shoot up to Lake Louise, try to find camping around that area. If not, I'll just continue further north until I find camping, and then cook a steak and relax. Next check-in will be in Canada, so I'll see you then.
Successfully made it into Canada, drove all the way up to Lake Louise in Banff, and a lot of the campgrounds were closed for the season still, which was a bummer, and the main campgrounds were of course full. Luckily they had a overflow lot at Lake Louise, and paid my $10 Canadian there, camped there for the night, and then got ready for the trip up to Jasper. I was kind of over Banff area. I went and saw Lake Maureen and Lake Louise. Gorgeous, filmed them. I mean, come on, look at these areas. They're just absolutely fantastic. And so I knew I wanted to get into a little more secluded area, so went up to Jasper, which I am in now, secured this beautiful little campsite, and I've been enjoying my time here. So woke up yesterday, it was weigh-in day. I woke up in that dirt lot. Wasn't a really good area to film for the weigh-in. There's a lot of people around. So what I did was, I still had my coffee, I went to Lake Moraine, and then I was still drinking water, and I came up, and then I was like, on the way up to Jasper, I pulled over, like, this is definitely the spot for me. I know I want this to be my weigh-in. So I'm really pumped on this weigh-in because I had a cup of coffee, big cup of coffee in me, and a whole bunch of waters, and I still did really well. So let's check it out. Beginning of last year, 316.1 pounds. Last week was 245.5. This week, coming in at 247.3 and 25.1% body fat. Yes, I don't really care about the weight so much as the body fat percentage. I'm almost in the 24s. That means I'm almost a healthy BMI according to the BMI charts. So, things are going really well. Now that I have some alone time and I can concentrate on just my meals and whatever I want to eat, this next week's going to be pretty profound. I have a good feeling about it. Plus, I'm going to get a lot of good hiking in. Well, first I'm going to go take a COVID test to make sure I can. And then after that, I know it's going to be negative. It has to be. Then I'll go cruise up and go do some hiking. So just close out the day yesterday. Made it to Jasper. Found this beautiful little campsite. The ride over, oh my God. We have to pass the ice fields. And that means glaciers. I passed over 200 glaciers along the way here. One of them was huge. One was so massive that you could actually take a tour on these glacier mountain buses and go walk on the glacier. So I signed up for that. I have tickets for that on Friday, which is going to be super exciting. I have tickets for tonight to go to Lake Moline and get on a boat for a little bit and go hike around on the island out there. And then I also have a tram ticket to go up to the top and see some glaciers in downtown Jasper proper. So enjoying myself. I hope everybody's doing great out there. I had a successful week. Had a lot of fun playing around with friends and going to Glacier and hiking and seeing the wildlife, and then also eating great food. And now I can concentrate back onto what I love to do most and eat some steak and eggs. I'm having the time of my life. I'm really excited to be out here by myself and just enjoy the nature to its fullest. When I pulled into this campsite, I was like, wow, no one's really here. Why is that? I don't get it. Like, this is right up my alley. All of a sudden I hear elk just calling in the background. It was so gorgeous, echoing through the canyon here. I was like, oh, this is my spot. This is definitely my spot. So I'll be here for a few nights, and then we'll continue west and go down towards Whistler, then into BC, and hopefully do some riding out there. So of course I want to leave you with a quote. I'd rather attempt to do something great and fail than attempt to do nothing and succeed. All right, that's all I got for you. Love you guys. I'll check you out next week. Peace.